Could Donald Trump just stay silent for one day, a singular day? I am back from Thanksgiving dinner. I have my stretchy pants on. I have a comfortable sweatshirt on. And I have to talk about Donald Trump because once again, he is disturbing our peace. Not just disturbing the troops who he called in a Thanksgiving stunt, but disturbing a reporter who he directly attacked in the most disgusting way after he was caught in a lie and a connection to the shooting in D.C. yesterday. He has done it again. We are going to get into it all. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already, and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button because it goes a long way in supporting our work.
Stages obviously here, but do you plan to attend Sarah's funeral?
I haven't thought about it yet, but it certainly is something I could conceive of. I love West Virginia. You know, I won West Virginia by one of the biggest margins of any president anywhere. And it's, you know, these are great people. I love the people of West Virginia. I love the people of our country. But I haven't given it any thought, but it sounds like something I could do, yeah. It's very raw.
Now, before we get into Trump attacking a reporter and disturbing our military members and a special guest at the end of this video who you're going to want to stick around for, I want to start where Donald Trump did, refusing to say that he would go to the funeral for the service members, the National Guard members who were killed tragically yesterday. Can he ever not make it about himself for one singular moment? 2 people died tragically yesterday, and Donald Trump immediately transitions into, well, they love me in West Virginia, and quite frankly, I won by so much, and I'm so fantastic. And do you like me? Can he take a day off? Can he take a singular day off from it all being about Donald?
Amen.
Legally, right?
Yeah, I know. This deal, sorry. Many are wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure.
I said many are here legally, though. What should they think in terms of their prospects?
Well, they can't be happy, okay? They can't be happy. Because what's taking place between that, if you look at Somalia, they're taking over Minnesota, and we got a lot of problems with the gangs, with all of the things taking place in Minnesota. We have an incompetent governor, we have a dope governor. They can't be happy about what's going on. And if you talk about the Afghans, you know, there's a problem because so many bad ones came in on the planes. They just walked in.
From us having to deal with the fact that mommy and daddy never told him that he was a good boy, or that he was special, or that he was important, or he was worth their time, does it have to be inflicted upon us all the time? Does his insecurity and anger have to come out all the time? We're trying to enjoy Thanksgiving, but thankfully for us, later in this video, we will see Donald Trump get called out to his face, but his tirade just continued a little bit when he decided to attack Somalis. This is the new racist fixation of the administration. Fair warning, you are about to see this a lot more. Stephen Miller went on Fox to rant about the Somalis of America and saying that they're taking over our culture. And by the way, Stephen Miller, I don't want any American culture that remotely resembles you in any way at all. Your face, your bald, gross, ghoulish look, the way your suits don't fit, your just disgusting, angry, screaming, snarling voice all the time. I don't want more Stephen Miller. These guys, they just won't stop complaining. Like Trump, when he started talking to our service members, what did he do? He started complaining about the words he can't use. Might I remind you that Donald Trump detained one of my classmates and then shipped him to a prison in Louisiana while his wife was pregnant and giving birth to their first child because she protested a genocidal government. And Donald Trump is talking about, oh, the words I can't say. These conservatives are always so caught up in the victim complex. Oh, they're attacking me. They're going after me. I can't say anything. I can't do anything. If you have a photo of fat-faced J.D. Vance, that meme on your phone, they won't let you back into the country. Yet, they demand all of the time that they be the victim and that it's always about them. No matter what, it has to be about their victim complex. And it also has to be about how fantastic and great they are. Because as Donald Trump should have spent his time giving thanks to the people defending our country, what did he decide to talk about? Joe Biden and his golf game. This is just disturbing and weird and uncomfortable for everyone involved. No service member wants to take time out of their Thanksgiving for Donald Trump to brag about his short game. Yet this is what we have to constantly endure, it all being about him and tearing down the East Wing to build a monument to how he has imposed himself on the history of this country, that just the constant Trump factor of it all, it's all the same. He wants us to just tire of having to hear his voice, so we stop paying attention, so we stop caring, so we stop trying to hold him accountable, so we just give up. But now more than ever, it is important to push back. So after Donald Trump was done disturbing our troops, he took some questions from reporters, of course. And one of them was about how Donald Trump, the man who is now attacking Joe Biden for being responsible for yesterday's shooting, somehow granted asylum to this suspected assailant. And of course, Donald Trump's response was to lash out, to scream, to attack, to yell. It was just a mess. This is really all he is going to be doing at this point, is lashing out more and more and more. And I think that we should take stock and understand that we have to point out the fact, and I've said this again and again, that so much of this, I know he has always been this way, but has to do with his cognitive decline. He is more radical. He is more out of control. He is more extreme than ever because he is mentally deteriorating. So, of course, he's going to lash out. He has no other checks on his brain. There's nothing to balance him out. He has no self-control. He certainly never did. But his impulses are out of whack, even more so now. So, Donald Trump's attacks on reporters, his ridiculous tweets that affect our economy every single day as he, tanks the stock market for personal gain and for fun. If you hurt Donald Trump's feelings, by the way, he'll impose tariffs on your country that'll destroy the economy. But he doesn't really care, because whatever suits Donald's feelings is what is important. But this is the president that we have right now. And I think we, again, I continue to say, have to take stock and recognize that it does have to do with his cognitive decline. And if we don't point that out, and if we don't cover that adequately, and we just let it slip by, well, we stop really caring, we just move on. The mainstream media covers something else. It's going to be a real problem, because we should know if our president, who has always been an idiot and an outlandish and angry and a wannabe strongman and a bully, a weak bully, is attacking Canada because his brain doesn't work or because it works in the same sick, twisted way it always has. I think we should know that. I think that's important. But on this story, on the story of Donald Trump's cognitive decline, one that we have certainly been talking about for a long time on this channel and independent media, persons as Todd Bryant, Tyler Cohen, these people have been covering Donald Trump's cognitive decline. We have on this show as well. I like to point out that the New York Times did cover the story, a little bit too late in my opinion, but they did talk about it. They talked about how Donald Trump is waking up later. He is doing fewer events. His workday, like he does any work, has certainly been shortened. We have seen that. But I think the mainstream media will move on. I think they did their one story. They talked about it. It was their short fascination. Now they will move on. I heard earlier this week Abby Phillip, CNN host, who I think does a pretty good job. I don't love her show. It is an opportunity to normalize just the bile spilled by right-wingers and pretend like their opinions matter or should be kept in the same space as actual factual arguments. I don't believe it. I don't acknowledge it. I do think a lot of our folks, Adam certainly does a great job on that show, but Abby Phillip was on a podcast, not her show, just doing a podcast. And she said she's kind of tired of the Epstein story. Kind of Epstein, Trump, and Epstein. Let's move on. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You're tired of the Epstein story, the biggest scandal in presidential history? You're just ready to move on and move past it. You just think, it's not Hillary's emails. It's not Hunter Biden's laptop. It's not Joe Biden wearing tennis shoes once in a while. Not fun for me. Let's just move on. We cannot allow that to happen. But in my opinion, it is not going to happen, because this Epstein story, this Epstein coverage, I think has largely been driven by independent creators. So on this Thanksgiving, I want to take the opportunity, if I haven't enough already in the videos that I've made, and if you have watched them today, thank you for welcoming me into your home. And I said in the last video, I could use a slice of pie. You don't need to. You could, I'll take a plate if you're offering one, but thank you for letting me into your home. But I am thankful for this audience, for this community, for the other incredible accounts out there. Brian, Tyler, Cohen, Midas Touch, Breaking Points, The Majority Report, these other shows that have built up independent media for so long, Zateo, The Bulwark, Crooked, who are giving us this place to actually push the mainstream press to actually ask real questions. I think it is so important, and it is only because of y'all. I am so thankful for your support today. I started this show a year and a half ago in my bedroom. I took it to my dorm. I took it through college. We hit 1 million subscribers. I moved to DC. I am only able to do this because of y'all, and I am so thankful for that. It is tough sometimes, and I have to cover Donald Trump every day, especially on Thanksgiving. I think I mentioned the stretchy pants that I'm in, but I am happy to do so. It is important to do so because we are the only ones who are doing so, and it is because of you, and that is important, and I am so grateful for it. And I have a special guest who is as well, and I'm going to have him say thank you as well. My dad, Dave Catarella, who is a watcher of the show, a viewer of the show, certainly a supporter of the show occasionally, is also grateful for your support. Thank you very much. And so if you want to make Dave's day, want to make him smile, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, leave a like, drop a blue heart in the comments for Dave. Keep on fighting. Don't let him silence you. And until next time, Dave, we'll see you next time. We'll see you said. 27. 12th.